Now we're in part 2. We've already done the designing and now we're ready to cut. One thing and tip that I share is when I started trying to find which side to cut from was hard for me. So if you notice here with my weeding tool, which is a mechanical pencil with a needle, I'm able to go on the corner and try and lift it up. Well, once I have already cut, or Cricut has already cut my stripes, I weeded them out, and unfortunately I didn't record that part. But this is how they looked cut. And this is what I'm talking about. It's so hard to understand or see in certain ones, especially white, because it's white on both sides. But once I have my cuts, then I bring it to my shirt, line it up. Guys, it's really hard to record on my own. And my daughters were already in bed. So I just line it up as best as I can. And I know that I want the white to be centered. So I line that portion and then get the green and the red. Now, this portion is really tricky because it has a lot more to weed out. I made it pretty small. It's like 2 inches. So some parts might not even come out. But if you notice, the needle inside the mechanical pencil is the best because it's super thin and it's easy to get those really small spaces. So here I'm still weeding all the little pieces. I like to toss it over to the side. And then once I'm done with all of the weeding, the inside weeding, then I take the outside out. As I continue to weed all the little parts, I did want to share a little bit about myself. I am Mexican. I was born in Mexico, and I have since become a citizen of the United States. Now, I love Mexico. That's where I was born. That's my roots. But I also do love the nation that adopted me, who's given me opportunities, who has opened doors for me that I would have never had in Mexico. So for that, I am grateful. And I'm grateful for my parents for immigrating here many years ago and giving me a chance at life here. But I also was a child who was an immigrant, and my mom was an immigrant still at that time. And I remember the fear as a child of not knowing when they were going to come and get us. So because of that, I want to also show that I care about the immigrants that are here who are doing the best they can for themselves and their families. Those who actually are here to earn a good living because of the economy in their countries and the violence, and just that there's really not that many opportunities like the ones that the U.S. has given us. Anywho, if you notice here, now my design is ready. I centered everything around the eagle, and then I center the white to the eagle, and then the red and the green on the sides. Make sure they cool down between presses so that way when you pull off the carrier sheet, it doesn't pull them off. Guys, again, thank you for hearing me out. Thank you for supporting, and thank you guys because you are part of the success story that I was given in this country.